My name is Vern Wagner, and I was born in Lamar, Colorado. My dad was not a mechanic. He had a Model A or a Model T, but he elected during rainy weather when I was born 77 years ago to harness up a team, take my mother in a covered wagon to Lamar, leave her there with an aunt to take care of her. We was born. I had a twin sister. We were born, and then he had tied a horse on the side of the team. He went back to the ranch, and when we was born, why he rode his horse back, harnessed up the team, drove back through the cross country from Lamar to what we call Buck Creek, north and east of Kim, between Kim and Lahana. Anyway, spent an early childhood with my dad, who was a purebred Hereford breeder, had some of the first quarter horses in the business, and I left home at an early age because in those days, why, you took the pressure off your parents to support you. I left home at 14, went to Ridgway, Colorado. I milked 8 cows morning and night, rode a horse 4 miles to the bus, and rode to Ridgway to go to high school. And I was drafted in the Army, didn't want to go in the Korean War, but I served honorably and was discharged with a superior rating. From there, I passed a college entry examination to what was Colorado A&M, now CSU. I went to college, almost graduated. I quit and went in a 3-way partnership to Meeker, and ranged there for about 40 years, was on various different organizations as president, was elected and re-elected, served as an advisory board on the Boys Ranch at Lahana. And in 2000, since the billionaires was buying out the millionaires in Meeker, I came to Hartselle. I leased what was represented to me as 70,000 acres. Turned out it wasn't, that it was 10. I formed grazing associations, and anyway, this has led to some problems, but right now what is happening with us, we have lost some cattle this year. We consider nothing like what's being reported, but in view of the fact that we've lost cattle, these animal control through the Commission of Agriculture have seized my cattle, trying to say that I am totally an unfit operator, that I should be sanctioned to the point that I could never own an animal in Park County. We believe this is over-exaggerated, and I have quite a record as being a good operator through the years. I've had the quarter horse sale that was voted the best run, best sale in the nation by the National Auctioneering Association. We've raised numerous world champions in the quarter horses. We have an outstanding herd of cattle of over more than 1,000. We've always topped the market. We try to take care of our cattle, and we're very conscientious about it. We will work long, hard hours in order to try to accomplish that mission, and we basically have. We've had some trouble, especially with weather. It was even 23 degrees below zero with the wind blowing in late March and early April, and that makes it about 45 degrees below zero. That's very hard on cattle after they've been through a very long, stressful winter. Our intentions are never to underfeed or abuse cattle, and we've never been accused of that until now. What they want to do is sell them, and of course they want to collect an impound fee. And as I understand the law and what they're getting away with, that they win or lose, that they're going to collect their impound fee, which would be enormous, plus the hauling of the cattle down. And if we even get the cattle back, well, we've got to take the loss at our expense, and the trucking expense back to the ranch is our expense. And what they want to do is sell enough cattle to charge impound fee, which we don't know now, but anticipate is going to be very great. The efficiency or non-efficiency of gathering these cattle has taken them a long time. They've been numerous days doing what actually myself and my help could have done in a fraction of the time. And they're feeding their help numerous times and getting a catering service in to feed all of the help and the officers involved. And I'm sure that the impound fee is going to be a terrific amount. And as I understand it, they're going to get it win or lose. So I think we're being severely mistreated. The cattle are being mistreated, and it is all for naught. It did not need to happen. Well, this is rather a large deal. There's roughly 1,300 head of cattle involved with a value of over $1 million. And they are being seized so totally unnecessary and taken from lush, green grass, adequate water with numerous streams flowing through and taken to a sale yard with dry last year's hay with probably a protein content of about 4% and taken off grass with a content of as high as 20%.
And what's going to happen to those seized cattle?
Well, number one, they'll sell enough to pay themselves for an impound fee, which we expect to be very terrific due to the inefficiency of the way this has been handled. And there will be loss. There's already loss of cattle. Some of the cows have not carried their calf to maturity, and it's very obvious within the cows. We've examined these cows at the Salida sale yard and found that to be true. There was 2 days after the cows were seized, there were cows that still had not paired off with their calves, and I expect that these calves are dead by now. However, I'm prohibited from going and seeing these cattle. I have absolute instructions that I cannot go near those cattle unless I'm under the supervision, and I've never got consent from anybody to go look at these cattle. In fact, we've been denied, my attorney and my 2 veterinarians were denied access to see these cattle and examine them and take pictures of them and so forth before they left, because we knew and anticipated that those circumstances were not good where they're going, and they would lose weight and consequently lose value, and that has definitely happened. And so we're very disappointed, and we feel like we've been deprived of our constitutional rights as well as our legal rights in this particular case.